What's up, everybody? How's it going today? It's me, Zach Sager, the aspiring entrepreneur, and I am back here in Phoenix, Arizona, back at that same Airbnb I was at before. It is August the 13th of 2018, and if you can't tell that the video resolution is a lot better, check your internet connection, because there's something up with that. You should be able to tell. Maybe you know your internet's bad, and I'm sorry, that sucks. I feel for you. I've been there, done that. But if it's not, and you can tell, it's because I got a new camera. Well, actually, it's because I got a camera. I have a GoPro at my house, which I'm gonna grab, but I didn't have. But I'm going back to my house this weekend because I'm doing that event. But the point is that I got this camera yesterday. I went to Best Buy, and I was like, hey, where are the cameras? And it was really just kind of like, I want to do this, so I went out and I did the things that I had to do it right. So I went out and I got a camera, and I you know, did my fair share of photography in the past. I was the school photographer in my middle school. My 7th grade year, I was the historian. That was my official title. I was basically I was just a photographer, and I did video and all that kind of. Oh, I was also I did media as well. Like, I helped out with all of the speaker systems for assemblies and that kind of junk. But beyond that, I don't really have that much photography or videography or editing experience. I took a college class on Photoshop, you know. That I don't really have all that much, but I knew enough from the photography I have done in the media classes that I have taken to feel fairly confident in just going in and buying a camera. So I went out and it's a Canon EOS Rebel T6i. I would show you I would just take the camera right now and I would show you the picture of it on the box, but there is no picture of it on the box. For some reason, there's just a tiny little, you know, front-facing picture about this big of the camera right underneath the barcode, and that's it. So I'm going to cut a picture in right here. See? Yeah. That's what it is. But turns out, I forgot my mom has a Nikon, and she has lenses, and I bought this camera with a lens, and then I bought another lens on top of that. And then she was like, hey, you know, you just have my lenses, and you can return well, she didn't say to return this camera, but she said, why did you buy a Canon and buy lenses? You could have just bought a Nikon and used my lenses because they're interchangeable. And I was like, well, I didn't think of that. So my plan is probably to actually return this camera, go get a Nikon, and then save a little bit of money. But for now, that's the camera I have. I'll link it in the description. I bought it from Best Buy. It seems to be working pretty nice so far. Pretty simple, self-explanatory. Didn't need any instructions to get it figured out. Just kind of started pushing buttons, and worked out. Which got me thinking, actually, something to add into this video is a story about there are certain ways that I just happen to find to make money, because I'm always just I'm looking to save a little bit. Because if you think about saving money as making money, I promise you'll do it a lot more often. Because the way I look at this is that I'm gonna make, you know, over $150 that I didn't have right now today. I still don't have it. I still don't have the $150 that I spent on an extra lens. And I actually spent more on this camera than I will on a Nikon of the same caliber, because I'm not going to buy one with a lens, hopefully, so I can save all the money and get that money back in my pocket, because right now, it's just gone. And that sucks. But there are ways like that you can finagle. You can finagle money back into your pocket, and you don't have to, you know, necessarily, if you forgot or you didn't see it, most places just keep the freaking receipt. Like, if you have the receipt, you typically get 30 days to return anything. And don't rip stuff up when you open it. Like, open it carefully. Because, like, I'm pretty sure Best Buy is actually saying that that I have to pay 15% for a repackaging fee. But I'm going to put it back together really nicely. And hopefully they don't notice that I took it all apart and I get my whole money back. But I'll report back to you on that after I try it out. But to get to the story that I want to tell you about, one way that I finagled money pretty fascinatingly actually was Black Friday a couple years ago, when I bought a TV actually about a week before Black Friday, because I decided that I didn't want to go out and deal with Black Friday because I had done that and I had fun and it wasn't the same anymore, and like they were changing things and I had my opinions and other people had theirs, but one way or another I had at that point decided that I wasn't going. So I went to H.H. Gregg, which is now out of business actually. Went out of business in 2017, and it went out of business because they didn't have the right kind of deals, because I ended up returning that TV. So I bought this TV, I think it was like $250 at H.H. Gregg about a week before, and I was like, yeah, it seems like a good deal. They had a better deal than everybody else when it wasn't Black Friday, so I gave them that, because that's where I looked extensively. But then when Black Friday rolled around, I was sitting there looking at Black Friday ads, because they come with a newspaper, if anybody still knows what that is. My parents and grandparents get them, so we were at my grandparents'. Well, actually, I don't think my parents get them anymore. My grandparents do, though, and they had them, so I was reading the ads, and I was sitting there, and I was like, hey, check this out. And I wasn't actually talking, I was just like thinking in my head. And I'm looking at the Target ad, and it's like, you can get Samsung Galaxy S8 today if you upgrade. Well, it didn't say that. It said, if you get a Samsung Galaxy S8 today with an upgrade, you get a $250 gift card and a Samsung Gear VR. And to give you a little insight real quick, I had been talking about getting a Gear VR forever, and I had a broken Galaxy S7 Edge. So like in my head I was like, what? Like there were like explosions going on, like, are you, like, this is everything I ever wanted, like wound up into a little ball, and they're saying, here you go, have it, have a nice day. And so what I ended up doing was, if you haven't figured it out yet, I returned the TV to H.H. Gregg on Black Friday, actually, before all the deals started. Or actually, I guess it's Thursday, or the day before. Don't even get me started on that. Whenever the deals, before the deal started, a couple hours before the deal started, I went to H.H. Gregg and I returned the TV. And then I went to Target and I waited in line, and I got in there, and the first line that I went to, well, I guess I got to Target a little late, but no, I don't know. But I got to Target and I went over to the phone section and I waited in line and I upgraded my phone after I got a TV, because the whole idea was that I was going to go in and I grabbed a freaking TV that was $200. Okay? It was cheaper than the TV that I had just gotten. It was the same size. It was a year model earlier, but it's a TV, so who really cares? And I grabbed it and I got in the line for the phones, because all I had to do was do a bunch of stuff I already wanted to do to get everything I wanted. I had a broken phone. I didn't have a Gear VR, which I wanted. And then, on top of all of that, I got a TV for cheaper than I had gotten it before. But the TV was free because I got a $250 gift card for upgrading my phone, which I wanted to do anyway. I had to pay off my phone still. I had like $100 left on my bill, but with AT&T Next you can just pay it off, so who cares? I paid it off, paid the taxes on the new phone, and all in all, I got a TV for free, got a Gear VR for free, which actually took like 6 weeks to get, which I guess I understand, because it's free, or free. But either way, it was an amazing deal. And it was a great day. I got a lot out of it that day. Like, I was so happy. And it kind of revived me for Black Friday. And yeah, like, what's better than just saving money and getting free stuff? Like, that's just one example of a way that you can save money. Like, if you go to the grocery store and you shop correctly, you are going to save a whole lot of money. And I'll go into a video of it one day, because I had to figure it out, because like, I was living on a hairstring budget for a while, in terms of food especially. And if you want to know how to eat cheap, I got a box of ramen noodles right here. I was not expecting to do this in the video at all. I just, like, eat ramen noodles, okay? This box, it costs $1.25. Like, the reason that this is on the desk is because this is what the camera was originally sitting on, but now it's sitting on the camera box and a binder so that it has an upward angle. But ramen noodles, $1.25. That's 12 mini meals right there. That's just, you know, one tiny example of how you just save. You save by eating super cheap, because how else you get, like, if you go out, okay, and you, let's say, have $300 a month to eat, because that's at one point what I was eating on. If you have $300 a month to eat, and you eat a $10 steak, for one meal, I mean, that's just, okay, you have 100 meals every month. If you have 3 meals a day, on a 30-day average, you have 100, well, you have 3 times, you have 90 meals. The point is that you're going to eat 90 meals every month, and each meal for $300, 9, 18, 27, that's about, it's like $3.33 a meal or whatever. Like, there's not, if you're gonna eat a $10 steak, that's 3 meals. I did the math before, and my math's not perfect right now, because like, this is kind of coming off the fly. Like, I'm literally just like, I like this section of the video, I'm gonna keep going with it. Because I didn't think I was going to do it before, but now I'm going to keep it. But yeah, you can check on that math. I'm pretty sure that it comes out to like $3.33 a meal. I'll put it in the comments if I was wrong. But either way, like, a $10 steak is not you can't even do it once. Like, you can't. There are other ways that you can eat good food, and I'll get into that in a different video. But I'm going too long on this one right now, and I still want to talk about one more thing, which is people that inspire me. And one person that really inspires me is Elon Musk, and I've talked about him before. I gave that quote from that Saudi Arabian speech in an earlier video where he was talking about, if you want to make money, to stop thinking about making money and start thinking about helping people and helping the world. Because at that point, the money will come to you. The money will come because if you're helping people, they're going to pay for it. They're going to want to pay for it. Like, that's what Apple does. That's what Samsung does. That's what Coke does. I mean, you don't think about it that way maybe, but like, Coke helps people out because in the morning they're like, I want that ice cold beverage with that caffeine, and it's going to make me, and it's going to get me going, and it's going to start my day. Like, that's what a product does for people. And that's amazing. But Elon Musk thinks about it in such a great way, and he says that, and it means so much that someone out there with so much money is in that kind of mindset, because that's exactly what this world needs. And I think that I want to end the video at 15 minutes, so I'll get into Elon Musk more later. Thanks, have a good one. Bye.